Starts right now.
Welcome back to Asinine Radio, a weekly podcast where we talk about music, and, well, that's pretty much it. So, let's go!
You alright? You alright over there? Jesus. You joke? What happened?
I think sometimes I'm anticipating the hay. I think maybe because your hay is so short, because it's so short, Discord just cuts it off, so I don't hear the first one.
Okay.
And then you're already into the haze, and then I'm already kind of late.
You do get kind of frantic. You do. All right. This is Asinine Radio. This is the weekly music podcast where every week we get into a different band, different artist, and we break down all of their records. We rank them from worst to best. We give our biggest banger from each of them, possibly a stinker. Probably not this week. But before we do that, we get into our 6 degrees of Tom DeLonge. That's where we connect the band of the week to our boy Tom DeLonge. And if you didn't already know, my name is Tyler, and way out there, hundreds of miles away, is Jeff. While you're listening, go to Spotify, Apple Podcasts, give us 5 stars and 5 stars only. Join our Discord. It's a good time over there. There's a lot of cool stuff happening. And all the social media is at Asinine Radio, Instagram, TikTok, Facebook, Twitter, all that boring stuff. So get into that. Follow us. And that's all I got for the boring intro. So what do you got for your 6 degrees of Tom DeLonge? Did you do it this week?
Did you do it?
I did 2.
Oh, wow. I only did 1.
Okay. So I guess I'll start first then.
Wow.
So we start with Zach Baird. He's a keyboard player. He played for Korn. He played with Korn for almost 10 years, and so he played with Korn. He also played with Ghost. After he left Korn, he joined Ghost for about a year. He was their touring keyboard player, and I believe it was 2017 or 2018. Zach. So like I said, he was in Korn. Korn co-wrote a song with John Feldman off of the album The Nothing. John Feldman to Travis in Boxcar Racer with Tom DeLonge. So that's my first one.
What? Okay.
Is that okay?
No, it was fine. You sounded like you were just... that's okay. You sounded lost for a minute.
I did. I know. I realized it because I wrote it down backwards. So yeah, I meant to start with Zach from Ghost, and then he was in Korn, but I started with Zach and Korn.
Gotcha.
So that's where I fucked up.
Okay.
So what do you got?
Tobias from Arrested Development. Tobias was in a band apparently called Crash Diet. It's probably not how you say it, but Crash Diet, who currently have this guy drumming for them. I don't know if it's Laku or Lacu, Lacu, but this guy Laku was a drummer for Hanoi Rocks. Hanoi Rocks was that band who the original drummer died with Vince Neil, as I found out in the Motley Crue documentary. But Lackey was a drummer for Hanoi Rocks with singer Michael Monroe. And Michael Monroe made a solo album last year, 2022, that featured Slash on guitars on one song. And then Slash was on that Travis song with the Transplants and Travis Stum.
Saturday night.
Saturday night.
All right. This next one's a little bit cheap, but I don't care. So we start with Dave Grohl. He played and produced on one of the Ghost EPs. He also played live with them as well for a couple shows. Dave Grohl to Josh Homme in Queens of the Stone Age, where John Theodore is the current drummer for that band. John Theodore played in a little band called the Mars Volta with my boy Omar Alfredo Rodriguez Lopez.
Alfredo? Did you say Alfredo? I think
that's his middle name. Yeah, that's his middle name.
It's Alfredo?
Yeah, it's Omar Alfredo Rodriguez Lopez.
Oh, fucking God, I hate that name so much.
Why? Because of The Godfather?
Yes, exactly the reason why I hate the name Alfredo. Yes. Oh my God, it's funny.
And then,
I really can't say that name.
And then your boy Omar Rodriguez Lopez to Travis Barker, because they played an Anti-Mask together, and then Travis to our boy Tom DeLonge. So There you go. That's my
All right.
my other 6 degrees. So let's move on then. Let's move on to Ghost. We're getting into the band Ghost this week. So we're going to rank all 5 of their records from worst to best. We're going to give our biggest banger from each of them. Possibly a stinker, but that's very unlikely. So let's start with your number 5, Jeff. What do you got? Go.
Okay. Opus. How do you say that? Eponymous.
Opus eponymous. I don't know.
Eponymous. Opus Hippopotamus. The first album. Man, this is just like, this is tough. This is just vanilla. Not even like thrifty vanilla, just fucking boring vanilla. The guitars just never got into like the heavy realm, never chugged, just never did anything. Just very plain. The bass playing seemed like non-existent on this album, and the singing was just verved up background noise bullshit.
Mm-hmm.
This was dumb. This was fucking dumb, and I could not stand it. And I couldn't remember the album of the week that we were doing, and so I just started from the beginning. I'll get into the album of the week or the album that I thought we were doing later on, but dude, this was dumb. The last instrumental song was fine. It was fine. Yeah. If I had to choose one, it would be Prime Mover, because the bass actually did something there.
Mm-hmm.
And this, I don't know, man, but the vocals are just fucking stupid. The vocals are the worst part of this entire band.
I disagree, but we'll get into that later, I'm sure. Oh, gosh, so dramatic.
I give this one fucking barely a 1 out of 3. Barely.
That's just fucking silly boy talk.
Maybe not even a 1 out of 3. Like, why do you need to listen to this one?
It's a good record. It's a good record.
It's a 0.9.
It's a 0.9. Okay, that's wrong. So anybody listening, we have our world famous 3-point rating system. So when you hear us throw out 1 out of 3s or 2 out of 3s, 3 out of 3s, 3 is a perfect album. 2 is a good album you should listen to. Or 2, oh my God, dude. I'm all over the place
dude.
today.
Hold on there, Corey.
I'm all over the place. You know what? I'm totally out of it right now.
Oh, hold on there, dude.
What is going on? So 3 is a perfect album. 2 is a good album you're going to continue to listen to. 1 is a bad album, but give it a shot. And 0 is the worst album you've ever heard. So that's our world famous 3-point rating system. And you gave this a 0.9. Okay, that's 0 fun on your end. So my number 5 is also Opus Eponymous. Opus Hippopotamus, as you said. This is their first album from 2010. This album does have my favorite Ghost song on it, and that song is Elizabeth, or as he says it, Elizabeth. I really love that song. I just love that chorus. I think it's so pretty. It just sounds so nice. The guitar riff is kind of has that kind of thrashy kind of feel to it, but it's not fast at all. It just has that style, that thrash style. Overall, though, the album is it's a good album. It kind of has a stoner rock feel to it in moments, and it's a lot more raw sounding. The melodies aren't quite there yet. Tobias hasn't really found that groove yet with the vocal melodies, but it's still a great record. And I mean, honestly, at this point, this is where I start buying their records on vinyl. Is this one?
The first?
Yes. That's
oh
correct.
My God.
So,
dude, you buy some shit Ghost records and you won't even buy like their fucking best song. The EP,
I just haven't come across it in the wild.
That's fucking bizarre.
I'm down to buy that 7-inch.
You're a fucking,
but I haven't
dude,
seen it.
You're a poser Ghost fan.
Get out of here.
You're not
Get
even
outta here.
You're a fucking poser Ghost fan.
Get out of here.
You're
know
a
I'd buy that
PGF.
shit.
Get out of here.
Get
PGF.
the fuck out of here.
Yeah.
But Elizabeth is my favorite. Elizabeth, however you want to say. I don't know.
Oh.
I don't know, dude. Also, the artwork. I love the artwork on this record. But I really love the artwork on all their records. But I really like kind of how bootleg this one looks. So I really dig that. So that's my number 5. Opus Hippopotamus. So what do you got for number 4?
Number 4, Meliora. This is the one that I thought we were doing as the album of the week. So I listened to it twice, and I was like, God, this is going to be fucking brutal. This is going to be very, very, very hard. Because this is just a good example of a band that I think is vanilla anyway, just being even more vanilla.
Really?
This album, in a lot of ways, I think is worse than Opus. At least Opus is like something new, something fresh, kind of taking a little bit of chances. Just none of them worked. But Meliora is just god damn, man, just a lot of middle ground stuffs. Nothing set this album apart from any of their other albums. And there were some stuffs here that did remind me a lot of like synth-driven prog rock, a little bit heavier, not much, but like when Styx did their early albums, when they're still on like Wooden Nickel records, like that was cool, like prog rock. That was cool, synth-driven, heavier prog rock. A lot of the stuff from this album reminded me of that.
Yeah.
But just, I don't know, man. This album was dumb. Mummy Dust, that was my banger that I had to choose. That I tried to choose. It had great chugs, super crisp chug, right? Those things. But again, the vocals, oof.
That
brutal.
really kills it for you. Wow.
Brutal. Honestly, some of these songs either are really, really cool. And he's not a singer. He knows he's not a singer. He didn't want to be the singer.
Mm-hmm.
So it's just, God, then why fucking sing?
And well, he couldn't find a singer. He asked like 4 different people up front.
And they all said, no, this is fucking dumb. I don't want to do it. So then they all do it. Yeah. There's a reason. There's a reason people
But the
said
songs are good, man, especially as they progress.
Oy.
Spoiler, as they progress, their songs do get much, much better. Honestly, though, going into this week, my rankings have changed so much. I'm all over the place. I really, outside of my number 1, everything has just been, I turned upside down. I can't believe my rankings right now. But my number 4 is I don't know how to pronounce this. It's Infestus Umam. I don't know how to pronounce it. Whatever though.
Sure.
It's stupid. I love this record though. This is their second one from 2013. They started to dabble more in the pop oriented, pop rock, pop metal stuff that they've kind of become. Instrumentals are pretty straightforward, much like their first record. There's nothing that really shines. Doesn't seem like they didn't really take a lot of chances. This is just like just the logical evolution of the band from the first record. But there's some bangers on here. I mean, Year Zero is one of their best songs. As cheesy and stupid as it is, with all the big choruses and all that it's so fucking cool. That guitar riff is fucking awesome. It's a great record, but a lot of it, or not a lot of it, but some of it, it's not filler. It's just, it's a record that
it's
you
fucking
have to
filler,
like.
dude.
No,
half
it's
of this
not
band
filler.
is filler.
No.
Dude, this, oh my God. This band
I don't
is
know how to
fucking
explain it.
filler.
I don't know how to explain it on this album. They're caught in this middle ground where they don't know what to do next. They don't know if they should make a heavier record. They don't know if they should make a pop record.
And they never do. They never do any of it.
It's just a transition. This is really a transitional record.
From what?
The second
from a pop rock record to a rock pop record? Like this band just fucking rides that fence. Oh my
You're
God.
so annoying.
No,
this
it's
motherfucker. This
Jesus
motherfucker who
fucking
bought
Christ.
who bought 4 fucking Ghost records this week.
Hold on there.
You, Jeff, you bought 4 Ghost records this week. I know you did.
Okay.
So I don't know. Whatever. My number 4 is Infest. I'm just gonna call it Infest. I think this is just a transition record, and I really thought I liked this record more than I did prior to this week. But Year Zero is really the true banger on this one. Top 5 Ghost for sure is that one song. But it was the only song they took a chance on. So Infest is my number 4. What do you got for number 3?
I think like Ghost taking a chance on things is like somebody who likes pepperoni pizza taking a chance and getting like maybe
Mini Peps?
half sausage on their pizza. Yeah. Like that's a big chance, everybody. Like this band doesn't take fucking chances. Ugh. My number 3 is Infest.
Okay.
Their second album, 2013. My number 2 and my number 3 honestly could have been pretty interchangeable. There are things that I actually really, really like about Infest and then also really hate. Same with my number 2. But Infest, I like. I mean, these songs are way better than Opus. They're already better at songwriting. Yeah. You can hear that. These songs grooved way better. And there were times where, like, they were very reminiscent of, like, surf rock. A lot of, like, drippy guitar verbs, squirrely bass lines. I like that. Like, the song Goulet Zombie Queen, that whole 7-minute thing. Like, that's
that
my
transition
favorite part, dude. That's my
favorite. That makes
favorite.
no sense.
that may be, like, my... No, that's not my favorite Ghost song, but that's a top 5 Ghost song for me. I really, really enjoyed it. That was taking a chance. That was something different.
Well,
that
so
later
Year
part
Zero?
of that, no, that later part of that song, that whole surf rock thing, they've never once done that ever again on their albums. That was the only time they've ever done
You're
it.
right.
Everything
You're
else
right.
stays in the realm of the Ghost iconic sound, whatever.
I mean, if
this album,
Zombie Queen had been taken out of that part completely, that could be just an absolute banger. But because it has Goulet, which is a good song, it just combining them makes no sense because that transition between the two parts makes no sense. There's no
why I
transition;
like-
it just drops into Zombie Queen.
here's why I like Goulet, and here's why I like Infest, is because I think they add a lot of those spoken word tidbits, like Year Zero. It makes those songs deliberately goofy and just more fun. There's no question about it. Like, is this band for real? Are they fucking for real? Like, no. When you hear those little spoken word things, you know it's goofy. And so adding Goulet before Zombie Queen, it's like, okay, this isn't just a band that is trying to be like Necromantics and then mixing with surf rock. This is goofy. This is goofiness. So I like that. It was more fun. But I would not buy this on the vinyls. And I did not buy this on vinyls.
Not yet.
I bought nothing on the vinyl so far.
Bullshit. I heard you listening to one of them in the background.
You did.
And because you bought it on the vinyls.
Not this one.
I know not this one, but you did buy. I know which one you bought on the vinyls. At
I
least
said
one.
so far, I've bought nothing on the vinyls. Well, so far my rankings, I bought nothing on the vinyls.
I misunderstood. Okay. That's my bad.
That's your bad.
Okay. My number 3 is Impera, their 5th album, their newest record from 2022. This one just blew my mind this week. I've only listened to it twice since it came out. I do have this on vinyl because with every Ghost record I've noticed, it besides my number 1, every Ghost record has had to grow on me. I've had to have several listens before I really kind of get it. But Impera this week, oh my god, dude, this record is so fucking cool. It's the best from a technical aspect. The instrumentation is fantastic on this from a Ghost standard. This is their best in that. It's not as over the top as Prequel. It's not, because this is the follow up to Prequel, so it's not as over the top. It's not as grand as that record is. Some of the songs still kind of bleed into each other, but dude, there's some absolute fucking bangers on here. 20s, the song 20s. They've never done anything like that. It's such a cool song, and it's so stupid, and it's so cheesy, that chorus. In the 20s, it's just that high part when they sing 20s. It's so fucking cool. It's awesome. I fucking love that song so much. Kaiserion, I think it's the second song on the record. That's another absolute fucking banger. Oh my God. This record is, besides the album of the week, this is the record I've listened to more than anything than any band this week. I cannot get enough of Impera. It's fantastic. I fucking love this record. It might bump up to my number 2 after a couple weeks once I keep listening. I really dig this
Melior
one.
is number 2. That's
Well, we don't know that yet, dude.
That's fucking bonkers.
I don't know about that, dude.
I hope it's your
But
number 2. Good God,
Impera-
it's your number
also-
1. Why are we even doing this?
What's cool about Impera is so the artwork is that all of their artwork is fantastic. I love it. The presentation
It's
of the
fine.
vinyl, the presentation of the
It
vinyl
gets too much. It's
has
fine.
been fantastic. My copy of Impera on vinyl, it comes with this full on 12-inch booklet. It's really good, and every song has its own piece of art for it with the lyrics printed on it, and the artwork is just so extravagant and over the top, and I love it. And I just love how they were able to combine this medieval look with 1920s flapper kind of pre-depression style to it. I think their artwork is just amazing. I really, really love it, and we'll get into it on the album of the week. But man, I think Impera is it's a fantastic fucking record. Love it.
Okay.
And I can't believe I just can't believe how much I liked it this week. I'm blown away. So Melio. So yeah, what is your number 2?
Melior, this guy. Impera. Impera is my number 2. Like you said, their last album.
Yeah.
This was this is, I think it is better for me. It is better than Infest in so many ways, but holy shit, dude. There's some atrocious ballads on this one. Darkness at the Heart of My Love. Holy fucking shit.
Okay.
That is one of the worst songs I've ever heard in my life. It is so fucking
get
bad.
outta here.
So fucking bad. It is unreal how bad some of their ballads aren't even that bad all the time. Even in Prequel, and we'll kind of get into that.
Yeah, they have
But
a few
Impera was
ballads.
just like, what the fuck is this? So whatever. I think the song just worked better here. I like the tone of Infest better, but I think the songs just played out better here. I think they wrote songs better on this one.
Yeah,
than
they're
they
better.
did
They're better.
on
Better written
Infest.
songs.
But damn, man, there's some bad. There are some absolute stinkers on this one.
But that
The
goes to
20s.
show. Oh, 20s is
20
your favorite?
20's my favorite. That was an instant playlist. 30 seconds
Right?
in, I fucking playlisted it. That song is boss nass for sure.
In the 20s.
That song is so goddamn good.
It's so
Mariana
over the
Cross, but really
top.
good.
Yeah, it's probably their most over the top song. The 20s song. I fucking love it. Oh man, dude, what a banger! What was he think? What was Tobias thinking? I don't
How
even
the
know.
fuck did this band produce 5 albums with the same goddamn songs? I just don't
That's
understand.
fantastic. All right, my number 2 is Meliora, third record from 2015. This is when I really got into the band. It was just prior to this album coming out, and I think this is when they went full pop rock, full pop metal. They really kind of found their footing melodically with the catchy choruses and everything like that. But then they also added heavier guitars, the heavier riffs and everything like that. So it was this really great combination of both of those things. I think some of the catchier songs are on this one, like Mummy Dust, and He Is. I mean, He Is like the acoustic ballad banger on this one. It's, oh my God, I love He Is. I love to sing that song. It's so repetitive and just so ridiculous. But that's all their songs. It's all ridiculous. It's all fun and stupid and over the top, and I love the band for that. But yeah, Meliora. This is what we know as modern Ghost. This is where they made that final transition into the pop rock, the pop metal, and I love it. I absolutely love it. Absolute bangers on Meliora. So
Okay.
that's my number 2,
Okay. That's a thing, sure.
and it's the truth. I don't make the rules, baby. All right,
I also give
What?
Meliora, or I give Impera my second favorite Ghost album. I give that a 1.
are you serious?
I'm dead fucking serious.
Really? Wow. Okay. All right.
I hated all of this, except for the album
You're
of the
the
week.
you're the worst. At least I picked a good album of the week, right?
God, dude, I swear you said Meliora. Maybe you just said that was like your favorite at the time or something. I don't know why,
No.
but I thought you said Meliora, man. I almost put the kibosh
You're
on the whole
bummed.
thing. I really did. I almost did. I almost called it.
Had you done that and it was like if I suggested Meliora and you said that, I would have said let's just do any Ghost record you want, because I'm down to do any of these. But I'm glad you like Prequel so much. That's cool. That's good, because that is their best record. It is by far their best record. So we're gonna get more into that. Stay tuned for the main episode of Ghost and their album Prequel. And you know what to do. Give us 5 stars. Tell all your friends. And that's it. That's all.